Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta understand, the more men that become desperate, the more men that they can push the SEX agenda to, the more men that can turn into dummies. Listen, the Uncle Sam makes the most money out of you guys. I repeat, the more guys who can't control their lust, the more payments are gonna be sent to OnlyFans. The more guys that can't control their lust, the more Cash App donations instead of getting a Lamborghini you're gonna see. At the end of the day, listen, where does lust really take you? Where does lust really do for you? At the end of the day, I'm gonna say it again. Where does lust really take you, and where does lust really do for you? What's the real benefit out of lust? Because when you're lusting, how can you lock in? When you guys are lusting and you want to do fake semen retention, when you guys are lusting, now you can't even create content because you relapse. At the end of the day, listen, their biggest job is to distract you with lust. I repeat, their biggest job is to distract you with lust. If they can distract you with lust, listen, they got you. You're not going to be focused. You're not going to be that guy. At the end of the day, how you going to pull up in a Lambo if you don't have patience? How you gonna pull up in a Lambo if you lusting? If you lusting, listen, you gonna go back broke in a Lambo. Listen, if you lusting, you're not gonna go in a generational run. You're only gonna care about the right now. And if you're not getting laid right now, listen, you're not gonna drop content. You're gonna go on a dating game. You're gonna download Binge and Hinge and Bumble. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, that's all time wasting. Listen, I'm here to tell you, if you're not a multi-millionaire in 2025, you can become a multi-millionaire. It starts with your decisions that you make. And if you're lusting, you can't make the decisions to get biceps. I repeat, if you're lusting, you can't make the decisions to get biceps. At the end of the day, you can't lock in. The topic of the day is you can't lock in when you're lusting. When you're lusting, you're just in the now. You're not thinking long term. You're not thinking, let me get to know this woman. You're thinking, let me smash this woman. And 9 months later, you're going to be on child support because you didn't know that she was an evil type woman trying to use men to get over. You didn't know that. All you seen was the camel toe and the Gymshark pants. All you seen was the camel toe and the Gymshark tights. At the end of the day, control your lust. Listen, it does not pay for men to be lustful. I repeat, it does not pay for men to be lustful. Listen, at the end of the day, how many times are you guys going to walk around with escorts? The women that you're dating, aka the escorts, listen, in America, they're all escorts. At the end of the day, we still show manners, but at the end of the day, they're all technically borderline escorts. The only escort you're going to catch me with is a police one. I repeat, the only escort you're going to catch me with is a police officer. At the end of the day, lust doesn't pay. It doesn't pay to be lustful. If I want to be lustful right now, I'm going to go to jail. If you want to be lustful right now, you're going to go to jail. Listen, you have to have, corn hug. I know semen retention, retaining your seed gives you a Gatorade mind. Your thirst is going to be quenched. I repeat, your thirst is going to be quenched. But it's like lusting is not quenching your thirst. Lust will never quench your thirst. Lust is not supposed to quench your thirst. It's just going to make you want more and more and more. Listen, the more you lust, the less character you have. The more you lust, the less likely you're going to stay 10 toes down. Because you're not going to be 10 toes down if you're weak. 10 toes down is for strong men. How are you a strong man when you have lust problems? At the end of the day, listen, flee from all guys and women who have lust problems. Flee from all temptation. At the end of the day, these people don't have your best advice in life. Listen, they don't have your best interest in life. They're trying to get over you. At the end of the day, you have to think outside the box. Lust is for guys who think inside the box. If you think outside the box, it's bigger than lust. Listen, at the end of the day, we can't afford for Uncle Sam to take 70%. We need Lambos.